My name is Alice Knapp. I'm the CEO of the Ferguson Library in Stamford, Connecticut. For the last couple of years, my Board of Trustees and I have been following with continuing dismay the number of book challenges that have occurred across the country. In the February of 2022, the board adopted and supported the Connecticut Library Association resolution and statement on banned books. We think it's incredibly detrimental to our system of government, a democracy, when you don't have access to books. So when my good colleague in Chicago, Chris Brown of the Chicago Public Library, announced that he was working on Chicago becoming a book sanctuary library system, I was delighted, but also said, keep me informed. And during Banned Book Week of September 2022, in fact, Chicago Public Library became the first library system in the country to become a book sanctuary, and then Mayor Lightfoot quickly followed, becoming a book sanctuary city. We had been in discussions at our board level about following suit, and in December of 2022, our board at its regular board meeting passed a resolution that declared the Ferguson Library a book sanctuary library system, and that we would be a place that not only would challenged books have a place to live, but we would engage in conversations around challenged books and what that means to our system of democracy. Our Mayor Caroline Simmons, quickly followed afterwards, and so in January 2023, she declared Stamford a book sanctuary city. What was interesting about this whole process is that at a Board of Trustees level, they're so steeped in intellectual freedom and the conversations around it that there wasn't much debate. And the feedback we received from our community was one of overwhelming support. And so that I would do this again in a second. And now Toronto Public Library in Canada has followed, and I think there's soon to be several more. But I think it's very, very important in this day and age that libraries stand up and say that a challenged book can live on our shelves, and that you, the public, are welcome to come in and read these books. There are too many places where library legislation has been introduced to criminalize librarians for making material access to the public. And yet it's only Illinois and Connecticut that are actually talking about legislation to protect libraries that have challenged books in their collection. Illinois passed legislation recently, and Connecticut is considering current legislation. And what that means is that for a librarian, you are protected if you select a book that then becomes challenged. It's all very fascinating to me that librarians are under attack for something that we've always celebrated. We have books in our collection that are offensive to me, but that's my job, is to have them here, because this is the type of country we are. We believe in intellectual freedom and reading diverse viewpoints. And we have to stand up for that now. I never thought that that would be the case, but at this point, in time, we need to stand up and say, yes, we are going to protect challenged books.